You know how you look at other brands online and they just look so pretty? Their websites look awesome, their photos are to die for, and their social media is something that you absolutely would want to have for your brand as well, like right away. On top of that, you can actually feel their products through the screen. You can just smell them and they look beautiful with all those photos and product descriptions, and you know exactly how they would make your skin feel without even touching them. You know the thing that makes you want their stuff? It's called the branding. And today we're going to do just that. I'll show you the first step of the branding process that will help you turn your competitors and other small business owners into a very jealous people. And we're starting with the basics. So spend some time with me, grab your favorite drink, because today we're going to make your brand mood board in Pinterest and you're going to have a really good time. So first of all, let's talk about why do you need the mood board in the first place. Apart from the fact that you can actually have an excuse to scroll Pinterest for a long time without any bad conscience, it's already a huge plus, but that's not it. You need a mood board for your brand for 5 reasons. First of all, because it will help you see from a distance how your brand actually looks like. You know, when you're a small business owner and you're trying to balance and juggle all those things together, at some point you just kind of lose perspective on what exactly is it that you're doing. Having a mood board and then later on a brand board just helps you to see your brand from a distance and, you know, look at it a bit more objectively. Second of all, because it's an easy reference point for everybody involved, and by that I mean people on your team, collaborating with influencers, with UGC creators and everybody else. Number 4, it makes the whole branding process so much easier, and this is especially true in 2 cases. Number 1, if you've never done this before, or number 2, if you have way too many ideas and don't know exactly how to make your brand stand out or even design it in the first place. And number 5, you want your brand to evoke some sort of feelings, some sort of emotions, and give the users a kind of experience. And in order to do that, I'll eventually ask you to describe your brand in 5 words. This could be luxurious, minimalistic, fresh, playful, wild. And when you do, and when you grow, not everybody on your team, or like I said, influencers, UGC creators, and so on, will know exactly what all those words mean. So by having a cohesive mood board and essentially a brand board, you can actually help them out to point at the word, let's say, luxurious, and you show them exactly what luxurious means for your brand, or minimalistic, and so on. That way everybody can be on point with branding and up to date with what you're trying to say and achieve at all times. First of all, you need a free Pinterest account. I'm joking, you probably already have one. The real first of all, you need your target audience. If you don't know who your target audience is, go and check this video above and then come back when you're done with that. Second of all, you need to know what products you're going to sell, because obviously packaging, label ideas, and so on. And third of all, you need to know what is your brand mission and your brand values and your brand vision. When you have all of those 3 together, then you can start the mood board. And before we actually get to the mood board, here are the things that you will get from this mood board. This is why you should make it. First of all, you are going to get logo ideas. Even if you already have a logo, it's a great way to have a look at what would potentially be an upgrade for your logo, or maybe even a rebrand if you're already selling. You're going to get ideas for a color palette. Most businesses usually choose just one color. Having a nice palette of, let's say, 5 can be a very helpful way to really get your brand message across, to really have people feel something, to bring up the emotions. I will show you later on how creating a mood board can help you determine brand colors and color palette much easier. Pinterest will make sure of that. It's super easy, I promise. And then it will also help you determine your fonts and typography. It's nice to know that the fonts you're using actually are a good match in terms of pairing and that they look good together. So also mood board will help you get some ideas of that as well. And last but not least, photos and graphics. Photos will be the ones that determine the overall mood, the feeling, and so on, and essentially will also help you to determine all the 5 words that we're looking for when it comes to describing your brand. You need Pinterest, a free account. Second of all, create a secret board. It doesn't have to be secret if you have a private account. I have a business account, so I don't want to share all of my secret boards with my followers. So I keep mine secret, and we're going to name it mood board examples, a mood board example. And then I want you to come up with 5 words that describe your brand. I want to do a skincare brand that targets busy millennials, specifically women who either have kids or, you know, their own businesses and so on, and they do not have time to fuss around with thousands of products and test everything that comes their way, and, you know, have a skincare routine that lasts like 5 hours and so on. Basically, they're looking for something quick, effective, ideally scientifically proven, so definitely good hydration, quality moisturizer, and a very simple cleanser. Something like that I have in mind. And for this, what I'm thinking is minimalistic, clear, concise, stylish, and elegant, but not luxurious. We're just doing it straight to the point here. Something that will let the brand speak for itself, which is essentially what your brand should do too. I want to focus mostly on minimalistic, so in the search bar on Pinterest, make sure to select all pins, not your pins. Type in your first brand keyword. It could be like it could be playful, it could be also maybe minimalist, luxurious, organic, natural, and so on. And then just go on with the combination of words: minimalistic, fonts, brand design, packaging ideas, color palette, graphics, and then also maybe photos or lifestyle photos. What I would also suggest is that you type in aesthetic, so let's say minimalistic skincare aesthetic, because then you will get really nice photos that will give you ideas for your own maybe photo shoot. So I just started kind of inputting all these words into the search bar in Pinterest and see what kind of results I was getting, and then based on that I just started adding the ideas to my mood board until basically I came up with a mood board that had enough pins. In my case it's almost 100. This already gave me a very good idea about how my brand should look like. So it's kind of like creating itself in a way, because you're just adding stuff on, and then in the end you get the big picture of what you decided to save. And that's the step when I said that even if you're a complete beginner, it can help you save a ton of money and save a lot of research, because all of the stuff that you like is already there. And just keep one thing in mind, very important thing here is that you do all the research from the point of your target audience. Obviously, the thing, you have to like it, otherwise you'll never add it. But you have to think about your target audience, what would appeal to them. So now if we go into the mood board example, here we go. These are all the pins that I've saved. You can actually already see definitely white, definitely something greenish, definitely something brownish. Okay, so then we have a bit of blue and a bit of pink. I'd still have to decide, but I really like this one here. And then here at the bottom we have a little bit of green, but then overall brown. So I think earth tones would definitely work well. And then also some very nice, elegant but classy, but elegant writing that's easily readable, maybe with some special tones to it. So once you go into the mood board, then Pinterest will give you ideas for this board. So instead of just going back to searching, you can just go here, find some more ideas for this board, click here, and then it will generate more ideas. So then you can see there's a whole new never-ending page of more and more. You see, this is what, this looks really nice. And then basically what you do, you just click and it starts adding it automatically into this board. Yeah, most importantly about all of this is that you take your time, really grab your favorite drink, open up Pinterest when you have some alone time, maybe an hour or two, sit down and just combine all the possible keywords. Come up with 5 of your own for your brand and then start combining them with others. Make sure that you do whatever you do it from the perspective of your target audience. The 5 words, come up with them, and then think about what are the feelings that you're trying to your target audience to feel, what are the emotions that you want them to feel, and what are the problems that you're going to solve. All of this will help you create an overall branding idea that you can then use to create a brand board.